What's up, everyone? This is Louis Love from Nuke the Fridge, and we're celebrating The Magicians out on Blu-ray and VOD tomorrow, Tuesday. And man, we have a cool surprise for you, and we have an actual magician. We have an actual magician celebrating The Magicians. Hi, what's your name, sir?
Mike Pashada.
Awesome. And can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I'm originally from Colorado. I've been living out in LA for about 13 years. I am the resident bar magician at the Magic Castle.
That's
Currently
amazing.
the close-up magician of the year at the Magic Castle, and here to talk about the magicians a little bit and show you guys something cool.
So not only do we have a real magician, we have one of the best magicians
Oh.
in the house. All right.
You have a magician.
Okay, so let's see what are you gonna check out first.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's start here with the card trick. Now, look, if I were to just ask you to name a card, almost always somebody will think of an ace right off, and I can use an ace for this. I don't care. I just don't want you leaving here saying, "Oh, that everybody says that card. That's how he did it." So, just to be very clear, there are 52 possibilities in a deck of cards. I'm not afraid to explore any of these. And in fact, I already have. I'm going to get back to that in a moment. Would you just name a suit for us, please? Spades, hearts, clubs, or diamonds?
Let's go with clubs.
It's a club card. There's 13 of those. From ace to king, what would you like it to be?
Let's do a king. I'm not familiar with cards much.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Whatever.
Okay.
The king of clubs. That's
Okay.
that's the card for us. Well, why is that important that you said clubs, and why is that important that you said king? Well, you could have said Queen of Hearts, you could have said the Three of Clubs, you could have said any of these cards, but you didn't. And before any of this started, I took one card from a different deck. Not from this deck here, but from a blue back. And that card just happens to be the King of Clubs.
Wow.
What?
I got lucky. Everybody says the King of Clubs. That's not good. Here, let's try something else. Well, actually, just to be fair, let's mix these cards up a bit. And would you do me a favor, please? Can I get you to grab one of these? And you can see, it doesn't matter if I see it. These cards are face up, but anyone that you like. And what is that? It's the Nine of Hearts?
Nine of Hearts.
Nine
Is
of
that a
Hearts.
good one for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I just
I'm
want
okay
this
with
to be very clear before we go any further, because I shuffled these cards and I presented them to you face up so that you could see each and every card as they went by. And you chose the Nine of Hearts, and just before we go any further, I didn't ask you ahead of time to choose this
Nope.
card.
No.
I didn't make you choose that card.
No.
You saw it and that's the one you wanted.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be clear about that, because later on I don't want anybody here saying, "Oh, Mike just made him choose that card." I didn't.
No.
Okay. And I'll tell you what, we're going to use a good contrast card for this as well, something that's easy for us all to remember. We can remember your Nine of Hearts. We're also going to use the King of Spades for this. One of my very favorite subjects in life, since I was a little kid, has been the idea of time travel. I love movies about time travel, books about time travel. Albert Einstein once famously said, "If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back." That was Cher, wasn't it? I heard it as I said it. It doesn't matter who said it. We're going to do it. We're going to travel through time, and we're going to use your Nine of Hearts for this. Now, what I need from you is I need you all to help me remember a moment. It's this moment here with that 9 sticking out of the deck. Take a mental snapshot of this image, okay? That is now the past. Now, I said that we were going to use 2 cards for this. I said that we were going to use your 9. I also said that we were going to use the King of Spades because it's a good contrast card. It's more than that, though. This card is going to represent the time that we had that 9 here sticking out of the deck. And if we could actually go back in time, watch, it would be. And if that's the 9,
What?
that means that face down on top would still be that king,
What?
right? And we just went backwards.
Oh.
Now look, the first time I did that, I did not think that I time traveled. I didn't feel it happen. I didn't feel myself get any younger. And then I realized that's not how time travel works. It doesn't matter if you go forwards. It doesn't matter if you go backwards. If you go through time, from our perspective, it's always the present moment. You can't feel that. That's called relativity. That's what Cher was talking about. Right? Oh, that was excellent. You can't feel it, but you can see it. Please remember this moment here with the 9 faced up. This is the new moment that we're going to try to return to. And once again, look, we're going to lose that card about halfway down. And once again, we're going to use that king. Now, face up, it's very obvious we're not at the same time. You can see the difference, but watch close as we go back to when I had just my hand cards.
Oh,
What?
And that's
insane.
What?
Now, look, sometimes when I do that, people say, Mike, you can go into the past, but can you gaze into the future? Do you know what's going to happen before it happens? Like, for instance, I could take a blue back king of clubs and I could add that to my deck, and I knew that you would say clubs and I knew that you would say king.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that if I shuffled these cards and I presented them to you face up so that you could see each and every card as they went by, you would choose this one. Now remember, I asked you multiple times if that was a fair choice, and it was a fair choice, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was a fair choice, but I knew it was a choice you'd make, and I knew it this morning. Let me explain that. This morning I'm sitting at home, minding my own business, watching TV, reading a book. That sounds better for the thing. I was reading a book. All of a sudden I have a vision, and it's a vision of you choosing a card from a face-up deck. And look, at first I ignored it because I wasn't sure what it was, and then it happened again. And then it happened again. And then it happened again and again and again and again and again and again until I got up and I took a card from a different deck. Not from this deck here, but from a blue back deck. And I had been carrying that one card with me all day because I wasn't sure for when we would do this. But I brought it. Would you like to see that card from my vision?
I would, yeah.
Look, it's here. The 9.
Come on.
No, wait. I realized it.
Can't
I realized what just happened, and I know you saw I have other cards in my pocket, and I do have other cards in my pocket, but remember this happened again.
What?
Again.
What?
And again,
What?
and again, and again,
What?
and again. And that's time travel.
Dang. That's awesome, man.
Thank you.
Woo!